Hello YouTube, just want to offer a few thoughts about my SKX009. If you have happened upon my little channel, you'll notice that I've been reviewing one by one each of the watches I own. I know there are a zillion watch reviews out there on so many things. I've really started with the ones where there aren't that many reviews. And for those that there are a lot of reviews, and for instance the SKX is one of those, I've sort of tried to gear my reviews towards things that no matter how many reviews I watched before buying it, I just didn't realize it, or there was certain information I couldn't figure out even from all the reviews. So to try to count things questions that I had a hard time getting answered, or mistakes I made and wished I had done something differently. So all of that fits in my review of the SKX009. Which leads me to the very first thing about this. This is actually not the 009, this is the 175. Now, what in the world is the 175? And I kept asking all the questions because I was so afraid if I got the wrong one, I would end up with something that wasn't the SKX that I wanted, or I would get one that the color wasn't right, or something like that. And unfortunately, much of my confusion came from Amazon. I don't know if you have looked much at Amazon at the SKX, but it can be very confusing because each photograph looks different. Yeah, so there's the 009, whatever it was, and so let me try to bring some clarity to that. What I do know is the 175 is the 009. It's the same thing. It's the Malaysia movement, so it's not the J. That means it was manufactured in Japan. The K version is not. It was manufactured in Malaysia, and this is a Malaysian watch. However, the 175 means that it was marketed and designed to be a United States watch, not a Japanese domestic market watch. So technically the 009 is a Japanese watch, and the 175 is for the United States, but it is the same watch. So I ended up paying more because I wanted the American watch. I thought maybe I was getting a better warranty deal. Turns out I don't think I got the Seiko warranty. I think it came with a 2-year Amazon warranty, and that's very confusing as well. In the end, this is okay watch to buy on the gray market. So, a 2-year Amazon warranty is fine with me. They're all the same color dial, they're all the same color bezel. Forget the pictures, forget the numbers. As long as it's a 009 or a 175, you're essentially buying the same thing. But you can see, like at this angle, it looks like a black bezel, black and red bezel. At this angle, you see it's almost bluish purple. And then it looks like a different color than the dial. So that's the problem with all the pictures of this you see online. Now this dial is I'm going to describe it as a dark matte navy with a slight hint of gray leaning towards black. So it's not a blue look by any means. It's dark navy with a hint of gray, deep dark gray. It doesn't exactly match the bezel, but hey, I think it's a great look. I don't like too much blue. I love blue, but I don't like it to be electric blue or anything like that, and this certainly is not. So I'm very happy with the color scheme on this. So the numbering system, that's the first thing that's quite confusing about this. So the next thing I want to talk about on this watch is the bracelet or the rubber strap and which version to get. And I have, from trial and error, and mostly error, I've come to some pretty staunch conclusions about this. So hear me out. I bought the original version with the bracelet, and this is not that. This is an aftermarket bracelet, Jubilee bracelet. But let me show you what I bought. Here's my beautiful Mickey diver that I paid a whopping $16 for on Amazon when it was on sale. And it came with this horrible bracelet, folded links, just a piece of crap. Well, what do you expect for $16? So what I did is a great step up was to take the Seiko that came with my SKX, to take that Jubilee bracelet, and you can see it doesn't even match the end links, but it hooks right into the end link, so that turned into my my cool little Mickey watch, and I wear that when I go to Disney. And so what I did was put this on a Strapcode Jubilee bracelet. This thing is beautiful. Originally I bought the Strapcode Oyster bracelet. Definitely a step up from this here. I realized that while this wasn't the highest quality, it was a little clanky and you can see it bends. It's not quite what the Strapcode is, but it's the look for the SKX. I love this look. So I sold the Oyster, putting this Jubilee on, and it was about 70 bucks. So here's my lesson learned from that. What I did is I bought this with the existing bracelet. So I paid $209. Now this has gone up to about $250 to $275 now, but I paid $209 when I could have gotten this with a rubber strap for about $175. Now the rubber strap, I ended up buying an aftermarket rubber strap for it because I thought I would wear it, and that was about 25-30 bucks. But I ended up not using it, so I ended up selling that, taking a loss on selling my Oyster bracelet to get the Jubilee bracelet. So all that to say, here's what I would recommend. Buy this with the rubber strap. Get the cheaper version. Go ahead and save that money and go ahead and buy the aftermarket bracelet. This was $60, $70, but if you're going to pay $25, $30 less for the SKX, then you just contribute that money towards that. And you're buying the rubber strap version, so you already have the rubber strap. But now let me say a word about this bracelet that comes with it. It is not a bad bracelet. It's a little clinkier. It's a little bit, not as good as other bracelets, but as Federico Talks Watches, go find his review of it. He loves this bracelet because it's very comfortable, and yes, it is. So I'm glad I was able to take this bracelet, put it on my cheesy little Mickey Mouse watch. So this is not a bad bracelet. If you're willing to live with a comfortable bracelet that guys on the forums aren't going to be too impressed with, and you're willing to live with it, just buy the SKX with the stock bracelet and be happy. But if you're going to make this a watch that's a part of your everyday life and everyday wear, this is a great upgrade. And I am thrilled with Strapcode and what they did. So that's the bracelet issue. Buy the rubber strap version, get you a nice aftermarket bracelet. So let's just talk about the design of the watch itself. The thing that I struggled with initially about this watch was the flat bezel. I'm used to all my bezels having a little bit of curvature to it. I didn't like that at first. I didn't like how tall, and it looked like a big circle sitting way up on top of my wrist. But that's what I've come to appreciate about the SKX. It's its own design. It's got a classic look. I had a drummer in a band I play in. He said, "Man, is that a Seiko?" He goes, "Man, I bought one of those in 1971, and man, I had it for 25 years, and it finally crapped out on me." And people know the look of this. It's its own look. It's got those fat markers around the dial, and it's got these big, ugly, whatever markers. I just don't like the markers. They're just ugly. But look, together it gives it a great sense of character. Its own design. You know it when you see it. And for some reason, it all just comes together and works. You see there's not much length to the lugs, so this will wrap around any wrist, and it just fits beautifully and comfortably. And I wear it as a great weekend watch. It's not my daily wear at the office or anything like that. The red and the blue are, they struggle to go with a coat and tie combination, but however, it works great for weekend wear when you're wearing shorts and a t-shirt. This is the perfect beach going watch, swimming watch, playing around watch. Definitely something I will keep for a long time to come in my collection. So let's try a wrist shot. Let you take a look at that. How it looks on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. There you go. Looks good. It has again a little bit of height to it, but again, great weekend watch. I like how the Jubilee feels against the wrist. Doesn't pull, doesn't snag. Again, I recommend the Strapcode Jubilee bracelet for this. So the last thing to talk about is the movement. This movement comes with the 7S26 movement. And the thing to note about it, it is, so the crown is at the 4 o'clock position, but there is no hacking or hand winding on this watch. The hacking I can live without. The lack of hand winding drives me insane. You know, this is the only watch that I stand at night and do this, because I like to keep it charged up so I can just grab it and go if I need to. But this is the only one that I can't just wind up, of about a dozen automatics. I had a couple of the Seiko 55 Fathom watches that I loved. I modified that, and I just love those watches, but that was, again, the same movement, a lot of shaking to keep my watches charged up. Got really tired of that. So the one thing I wish this watch had was an upgraded movement to the 4R36, which I had a Seiko dress watch that I had that was so accurate, such a joy to wind. And imagine my surprise when I found out that, I hope you're ready for this, viewer discretion advised, my Invicta 8926 has the exact same movement as the 4R36. It's called the NH35, which is what Seiko calls the movement when it is not in their watches. So when it's in third party, it's the NH35A. And this thing is the smoothest winding movement of all 12 of my movements, or my automatic watches. The hacking and the hand winding is absolutely silky smooth. It was on the Seiko dress watch that I had, and the reason I don't get rid of my Invicta, though I don't wear it that often, is simply because I love the movement. I probably will modify this eventually, put maybe a coffee brown bezel in it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this watch, but all the bad press that Invicta gets for this watch, the movement, I really wish this movement were in the Seiko. So know that, you know, but just the color scheme, this is not going to be an everyday watch for me, and so there's a lot of shaking going on, you know, to keep it going. So anyway, so that's my just my little take on the Seiko. There's so much information out there, and you'll certainly be able to find it here on YouTube or anywhere else. So hope you enjoy the watch. If you get it, if you already have it, you know what it is. So take care, have a good day.